Hi there, everybody. It is Chris, MTGO's RexDart, and we're getting ready to start our top 8 match here against Albertoro Dalv. Give me just a second. I just got back from work. We are playing the Bant Excalibur list. We are playing against Dredge today, and my opponent says, "Good luck, but I win," and I will say, smiley face, which doesn't show up. Yeah, Dredge, this is a pretty terrible matchup for me. I have the completely wrong kind of sword to get through his guys, for one thing there. But yeah, no, game 1 is bad. Game 2, they always seem to just draw the right removal. It's not what I wanted to see in the top 8. I would have rather been playing against Shops, because I know that matchup pretty well. Anyways, can I keep this hand? Selkie is more or less useless. Sword of Fire and Ice. Like, if I had a guy to carry the thing, it's all too slow. Is the problem. Some of his guys can't block. I don't know. I mean, I could maybe. Let's see. He's on the play. Yeah, I don't know. Game 1 is just kind of a wash, but I'll go ahead and keep it on the draw. I don't really have anything that's... Well, he has his own Leyline of the Voids. Now that's interesting. Well, okay, there's my deck. Where's his? His own Leyline of the Voids. He does. He has a full set of 4. Okay. And there's a Bazaar, of course. There's only a 40% chance of that, and yet they always seem to have it. So yeah, this could go very quick and very bad for me. I fully expect. Oh yeah, 2 of his best dredgers right off the bat, and a Cabal Therapy. Don't say. Okay. Well, my Tarmogoyf would be sizable against him, so I'm definitely going to cast the Noble Hierarch. So I could cast the Knight and start trying to go for Wastelands, but I just think it might be a little slow. Maybe I should have mulled to Wasteland. It's one of the better, the only way I have to interact with him on game 1. Okay, there he just used his normal draw step to dredge 6. So he's still got a Bazaar on tap. Now he's going to go again. He's got a bridge. But the only good thing about these classic Bazaar-based dredge decks is that you have to waste some space with like Serum Powder, but Petrified Field, that's the other problem with relying on those Wastelands, is that if he draws into Petrified Fields, he can use those to get Bazaars back. Yeah, see, I don't think Feet-Click's doing anything. Now, next turn he's going to have a couple of Icarids coming in. He's got a bridge from below, so they're going to be leaving zombies, probably more than one. So I have a couple of options here. Well, probably not. Probably all I really do. Well, let's see. I've got a V-Click. The only thing I can do, I can get rid of his bridges by blowing up my own guys. Okay, so that's one thing I can do. But he's just gonna win on beatdowns long before that's even relevant here. And his zombies from this are able to block. So just running out the Tarmogoyf and going, oh, okay, hey, I have a Tarmogoyf, he's huge, and you can't race. You don't have burn spells to finish, anything like that. So I think the only lines of play here really are to run out the Knight of the Reliquary and try to wasteland, in which I just think it's getting beyond too late for that. How many has he lost? He's lost one other Bazaar and 2 of his petrified fields. Okay. Or I could play a V-click and then like play a sword. And it's just so slow. And equip it. So I guess I will go ahead and play the. Oh, I guess I'll go ahead and play the knight here. Get a Tundra there. Even though the poor little knight is only a 2/2 and will remain a 2/2 thanks to that opposing Leyline of the Void. Alright, so he has an Archimedes coming in here. He can use that, sack that on Cabal Therapy, sack any of these guys in Cabal Therapy. Of course, if he swings with it, how many bridges are in here? 1. Okay, only 1 bridge right now. So I can actually block here, lose the knight, and hang on just a second. Okay, sorry about that. Fiance just got home. I can block here and lose the knight and get rid of his 1 bridge from below. Again, I don't know what the heck I'm doing then in the rest of this game, but right now he can still use his Bazaar of Baghdad. So what's he gonna do? What is he gonna do? He's got Bloodghast. He can still use a Bazaar. He's got 3 bridges left, I assume, in there. He may have some in his hand that he can dump in there as well if I do this just to get rid of the 1. Yeah, I don't think there's a great answer here, but or is that a death trigger? Maybe that turns that death trigger off. Let's see. Yeah, see, I can't actually chump because he has the Leyline, because this says put into an opponent's graveyard. So I have to take these hits. That's a great way to play around not only the mirror match, but really to prevent me from getting his bridges removed with anything short of a surgical extraction kind of effect. It's 3 Narcomoebas there. Yeah. Okay. Dredge, I mean, it's not just being matched up against it here that makes me feel this way, but I just don't think Dredge is a good deck for Magic to exist. It warps everything around it in a way that basically compels everybody to stock just a certain amount of Dredge hate in their sideboard, and even when they do, as often as not, it can fight through it. It's just not playing Magic in anything resembling the way Magic's supposed to be played. In nothing since the old Tolarian Academy decks, or before that the the Infinite Time Twister Black Lotus Recursion type decks in '93. It really feels as busted and crazy as Dredge, for all that it essentially is beating you by attack step, more or less. The ways to interact with it are far more limited than almost any strategy. My opponent is thinking. I don't know what he is thinking about, since he is in a position where he basically cannot possibly lose. Okay. Now he's going to get rid of the Tarmogoyf. Why, I have no idea. Just going to make more zombies here. He's going to get rid of the Brainstorm, so I can't draw into anything approaching an answer here. And then sack the Icarids, getting many more zombies. And notice that this is turn 3, and there's basically nothing. What are you going to do to this if you don't have a main deck graveyard hate? Which, and that's the problem with Dredge. It forces you to play just such a completely different game than anything else, even more so than regular combo decks can be interacted with by counter magic, which is the foil for combo. But the Dredge just dodges all of Blue's attempts to deal with it in that way. So. Yeah, just not a deck. I understand it has a pedigree and vintage. It's one of the pillars of the format, and people seem to regard it in that sense as it's just accepted in that way. But okay, so I have to figure out here. This is all the stuff that has some possibility. I have to keep in the counter magic in order to keep my Jace is terrible. I have to keep in the counter magic in order to keep my protect any whatever hate cards I'm going to throw down. So I'm definitely bringing in the cages, the Tormod's Crypts, the Ravenous Trap. Nature's Claim is also a possibility, since I can use it to kill a Leyline of the Void on his side if I care about that. And the only reason I do is because it gives me the additional option of chumping with one of my own creatures to stop him from to remove the bridges from his graveyard. So let's see. He does not, I don't believe, have. Okay. Does this say leaves the battlefield? No, it comes into play. What about Ingature? That also comes into play. Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to see here is if I still even need Swords to Plowshares in there. I'm kind of hesitant to. I don't think Sword of Fire and Ice is going to do much. I'm thinking I probably need the additional Spell Pierces to try to protect whatever my hate cards are. So I think I bring in the additional Spell Pierces, and then I cut 2 more cards. I can cut Trigons, but they do fly over him. Also take out opposing ley lines. I don't know how good Swords to Plowshares is actually going to be against him. I think I'll cut one of those and one of my Tarmogoyfs. We'll try that. Oh, do I still want that Nature's Claim? No, I think we're okay. Alright, I will be on the play. Alright, this hand has a Ravenous Trap, but if he has, how does that Unmask work? He can just, yeah. If he has Unmask, this is pretty terrible. I don't think I can possibly keep that, so I'm going to mulligan. This has a Tormod's Crypt, a Vendilion Click, but again, I have no protection for that turn 1 Tormod's Crypt. I can run it out there, but it's not doing me anything. My alternative here is I can mull to try to find the perfect 5 where I have a, 1 pressure piece, 2 hate cards, and counter magic. I don't know what the odds of that are. So are the odds of that better than me managing to win with this hand where all I have is Tormod's Crypt? He has main deck Ancient Grudge, which I'm sure he's going to leave in. He's got 4 Ingot Chewers, although he's got to have one of these 8 mana sources to actually cast the thing. Gosh. That is tough. That is tough. I could mull to 5 and easily just have like no land or nothing, and I'm on the play here. Yeah, if you even had like a Brainstorm to try to find some additional action here off of this, I think I would love this hand. Like a Brainstorm instead of this Caracas. Like, okay. Well, beggars can't be choosers here. Now I have to consider if the only thing I can do is strip mine his, with this hand, is strip mine a Bazaar. But I don't think I can go any worse than this. Now he does not actually have any land hate, so... Unmask cannot take a land, so I'm okay leaving the strip mine in my hand. We're going to get a Tropical Island there. Play a Noble Hierarch. Next turn, I can play Stoneforge Mystic and strip mine the Bazaar. That at least slows him down a little bit. Alright, he's got a Bloodghast, a Bridge from Below, and what else is he discarding? Surely it's a Dredge Enabler. It's an Icarid. Okay, well I guess he's going to do that next turn then before his draw step, or he can just use his draw step to draw a card. He might be wanting to draw into mana. Okay. Alright, we're going to strip mine the Bazaar. Now he can use this Icarid. Let's see, he can exile the Bloodghast to bring Icarid and get a guy. It's not even really that good for him. Play Stoneforge Mystic. Yeah. Fetch my Batterskull and then ship the turn. See what he opts to do here. And why not? Just naturally have a second Bazaar. Well, why not indeed? and bring back your Bloodghast. I'm super excited about that prospect. Nothing I could have done about that. This is just kind of my luck against Dredge. Again, I don't want to turn this whole thing into a complaining about Dredge video. It's just not a deck that I think should exist in the format. And I'm coming off. I just played the the Dredge thing in Modern. It's a little fun one-off when it's kind of a quirky thing, but it's powered in this way, it feels completely different. So he discarded Narcomoeba, Ichorid, and Undiscovered Paradise. Why, I don't know why discard the Undiscovered Paradise here, because you've got to be thinking you might want access to some of your colored mana. So I think here what am I gonna put back? This turn I want to waste him and keep, I guess keep Spell Pierce open. I don't even really know why, but that's my plan. I got one land drop, so I'm going to put back the Tundra and the Vendilion Click. And then oh crap. I can't believe I just did that. Oh, and yeah, there goes ouch. I cannot believe I just clicked on that Windswept Heath. Well, okay. Nothing to be done for it now. It is what it is. There went my only chance. Which would have been to wasteland that Bazaar before he got another use out of it. And this is gonna, now at least this first one, he doesn't have any Dredge enablers here. So he's gonna discard 3. I wonder what his LOL was. Is he just not drawn into any of his Dredge enablers? Are we getting that lucky? He's got nothing else to remove for Ichorid, and he has no Dredge enablers. Well, Undiscovered Paradise. He's got something going for him there. Gonna swing with a Bloodghast. Want to give me whatever. I guess I can. There's no reason to give him a zombie by chumping this. So okay. Or I'm sorry, by blocking it with Batterskulding. So we'll get the Tundra here, and then play the Batterskull. And he's got a Nature's Claim. Wow, I guess I could have waited till next turn, but yeah, can't argue with that. Alright, well he killed the Germ token, so at least I got rid of his Bridge from Below. I had that going for me. Is about all. Kill that Bazaar. Noble Hierarch, and big fat Stoneforge Mystic Beats. That's the landfall enabler for Bloodghast. That's Bloodghast being added to this has been kind of cute. I like the idea of playing with your graveyard. I just like it at a power level that I think is significantly lower than this, to the point where it's not just insanely format warping. So I already lost the bridge. Hey, there's a Tormod's Crypt. Well, I guess I want to cast it. I suppose I can wait to do anything with it till he actually has something I need to do something to, which at present he does not. Right now we are playing a rather silly race between Stoneforge Mystic and Bloodghast because I got extremely fortunate that he did not draw any enablers apparently to ditch any of his dredge guys, Golgari Thug, Grave Troll, whatever. Yeah, I totally should have lost this when I clicked on Windswept Heath instead of Wasteland. Totally should have. Okay, I'm gonna need that land, or do I want to keep it in my hand? I probably will keep it in my hand in case I need to use it with a brainstorm later. I'm just gonna bring back that Icarid by exiling the other one. Even up the race. Oh, he's got a City of Brass, although actually using that is not going to help him in his race at all. He could try to like cast a the one that basically has Death Touch, the 1/2 flyer guy. Spell Pierce would not be helping me much against that. What is he going to cast here? He's going to hard cast a Narcomoeba. Okay. Alright. Ugh, okay. So he took 1 damage instead of 3 there, and he did 5. So, oh, he's not blocking. Was he at 1, 2, 3? Does he have another? He doesn't have another way here. I don't know what exactly he's going for. He doesn't have another black creature in his. Okay, he gets his Undiscovered Paradise back. Again, didn't matter there. And he swings 3. Puts me to 8, and he is at 7. And he's going to hard cast another Narcomoeba there. Alright. Still don't have to worry about that Icarid. Another Noble Hierarch here. We're going to go ahead and cast that. Alright, so now he's cracked back for 4. Unless if he wants to take 4 damage from me. Alright, he is. So his crackback at the moment is for 4. Only 2 of which are unblockable per se. This time he's attacking only with Bloodghast. And Undiscovered Paradise. And he's going to evoke an Ingot Chewer. Alright, well, let's let him go ahead and target. Oh, I can't. Hang on a second. Let that resolve first. Okay. And then now we resolve that. Another Spell Pierce, which ain't doing too much. Okay, now he will chump. And I'm gonna would have been interesting if I'd drawn another business spell here. The City of Brass he's not going to be able to use only but once more. Bloodghast, huh? He has Undiscovered Paradise back in his hand still. Here I think if I still just take this. If I take this, go to 4. Next turn he's threatening. I can always, again, I have next turn block here. I don't really need to worry about this. Vendilion click, huh? Okay. Alright, here he'll chomp. And then I think I will click on his draw step just to see what he's got. Still leaves me 2 blockers, enough to Spell Pierce if I need to here. Okay. Come on, top deck. Of course, the thing here is I'm probably very likely just not going to actually take what he's got if he didn't draw into it. Oh, he's just going to call good game. Okay. Unless he wants to see if I'll screw up and give him another draw. No. Okay. All right. So you see what happens when Dredge stalls out and the game is odd, to say the least. So again, do I want any of this stuff? Have a chance to reevaluate here. No, I think I'm fine with where I was at. So it'll come down to this one. He's on the play. It's just essential that I have something that can interact with him. If I had something that could interact with him and a way to protect it, that would be fantastic. Well, what does this really have here? I have a Force of Will. That's not gonna... So again, here I'm basically left with, I can wasteland his Bazaar, but I have to figure he has something he can actually discard this time, a Dredger. And if that's the case, then he can use his natural draws to get going. And meanwhile, I don't have anything. I have Force of Will and Spell. Like if I had a Tormod's Crypt in this hand, again, that would be fine. I have Spell Pierce, Force of Will, so I can back up any hate that I have. But other than that, the hand has nothing. Like my turn 1, if I don't draw into something, is wastelanding that, holding this open, and then the next turn it's like Trop, Noble Hierarch, and then like turn 3 I'm finally playing a Stoneforge Mystic. Like I might try this on the play. In fact, I probably would. That's Noble Hierarch. Yeah, I mean, I think that then it's a Stoneforge and a waste on turn 2. On the draw, I'm just not sure about this. I think I'm going to mull. Okay, this one I like better. This has a cage I can play. Again, I have no pressure, but it does have a cage, and then I can back it up with force. Now, if he has, say, an unmask or something as well, that would wreck this pretty good. Again, there is no perfect answer. I mean, there's nothing you can look at and say, well, this is definitely gold here. But okay. All right, now the problem with Grafdigger's Cage is that it does leave all this stuff in his graveyard for him to, and he still has Bazaar to try to dig into one of his answers. But he does have to dig into a color-producing land and something to get rid of this, and then he's going to have to beat it past my force of will. But even then, I still have to actually find some pressure to try to close out the game. All right, he's got 3 bridges. He's got a couple Cabal therapies. If he can hardcast something, okay. Now there's going to be okay. Now I see where he's going. Okay, this is how he's going to get me. He's got the no, that's right. He can't because of the cage. See, I was thinking, how is he going to get a guy? He's going to have to hardcast a guy to actually get it into play. All right, now I have numerous ways of actually stopping his hate card. I have Spell Pierce and Force of Will. So he's got to have color producing mana, and he's got to now Spell Pierce won't help, unfortunately, against like Ingot Chewer here. So there's a city. And I've seen one Ingot Chewer in the yard there, but I know that he's got, okay, there's another Ingot Chewer. So I can play this one of 2 ways. I can just force this with the Spell Pierce, or I can force it with the Brainstorm. Or I can use the Brainstorm here, and then if I need to, force it with Spell Pierce. But I am going to need some kind of something here at some point. So I think what I'll do, I have a full set of Spell Pierce in here. I think what I'll do is Brainstorm. Okay, so I didn't draw into it, so I'm gonna have to force it with the Spell Pierce. But the good news is that I have pressure now, so I can run out, say, the Knight next turn, or the Tarmogoyf, and start coming in. So I can put back. Do I want to hold on to that Swords to Plowshares just in case maybe he hardcasts one of these Stinkweed Imps? Yeah, in case he hardcasts something. So I need to keep the Force and the Spell Pierce, and I got to put back one of these. Probably put back like a land. And then I will go ahead and draw. Now, do I want to shuffle all of this away? Shuffle away Tarmogoyf? Or... I'm going to shuffle. I want to keep the. Or I can draw the land next turn. I can draw Tarmogoyf next turn. Let's put Tarmogoyf on top. No, no, okay, I want it next turn, I want to, yeah, okay. I'm going to get rid of, I'll put Tarmogoyf back here. And force the Ingot Chewer. Okay, now he's at 2, so he can use a Bazaar to go to 4 and then down to 1. Do I want to draw the Tarmogoyf here is the only question I have now, and I think how much more quickly am I ending the game there? I don't think so. Shuffle away, get a drop here. Okay, well, that's better than that, but all right. All right, now next turn, if he doesn't have an answer here, I can waste away his City of Brass using the Knight. All right, he's down to 1 card in hand, draws the natural second, and he can use 1 Bazaar here to draw 2, go down to 1 card, looking for another answer. This leaves him enough, if he drew it, to play the Ingot Chewer. And he's got a lot of action here if I don't draw into something. It's looking like he drew it. He's just tapped that for red. He did, in fact, draw the other Ingot Chewer, and that is going to blow this game all up because he has 4 Bridge from Below. So he's going to have 4 zombies here. Certainly, in hindsight, I guess, if I could have just cast the Tarmogoyf, shuffled away the Knight, and then I could have had 1 mana left open for Swords to Plowshares in order to Swords the Ingot Chewer so that he didn't get those zombie tokens. Now he's going to be able to, if he wants, get rid of that Swords to Plowshares, but I don't think he actually cares about that. Well, I can waste him to Oblivion here, but at this point, he's already got... I can take out both Bazaar of Baghdad's this turn if I want, but here's my trouble, is he can natural draw. He's already got a Bloodghast in there, an Icarid in there, 3 Bridges from Below. You know, this is just about all over but the shouting. I don't see how I'm going to fight through that. So I could use it to take out his colored mana, but I don't know, it just seems I've got to try to take that out and then weather whatever is on. So now, because he's got what? There's no way to win this game. And I'm just wasting all of your time talking about it. Anything I do here, he's got 4 Bridge from Belows in the yard there. All he has to do is bring back Icarid by exiling any of that other junk. Sack it to a Cabal Therapy, let it die naturally, whatever. He's getting 4 more zombies. It doesn't matter if I do anything at all here or not. And I just misclicked my own Wasteland. That seems like a fitting way to end this, guys. All right, that's the tournament, guys. Again, sorry it had to end against something like Dredge, but that's how the matchups go sometimes, and that's Classic for you. So, anyways, thanks for joining me, and I'll talk to you guys later.